Welcome to Season 5 and Encore, the new name of Saturday Nights All Right. I'm George Matlock. Welcome, welcome indeed to the start of 2026. I can't believe we've already just steamrolled through January and we're almost looking at February. I mean, there's not even enough time to play a song like Elton's song January. Perhaps we should sing it along, all of us together. But it's almost an encore in itself because we're already on almost to February. It's been amazing. Some exciting news. You've probably been hearing that Elton John has confirmed that he's going to be back in the studio in April to do a new album. Well, we can't wait to hear that and, of course, to have a lot of fans on the show to critique it like they did in April of last year. So now, on the show today, truly a real rebrand. We've got REJ.World, that's the new URL. Please remember it, please share it. Remember our new email address, which is contact@REJ.World. We've got a new theme, as you can hear as well, for the show. So Encore chats with Elton fans and Elton collaborators over the years. And Season 5, I can't believe this is the 5th year now that we've been doing Radio Elton John. And I'm also delighted to tell you that we have two distinguished guests, both fans of Elton John, and a very special episode we're looking forward to today as we remember the wonderful Alan McCormick. So today we have, first of all, his dear son, Ben, who's on the show. So that's Ben McCormick and Peter Thomas. Okay, welcome. It's lovely to have you on the show. First of all, Ben,
good to be here.
George.
Peter, hello.
You.
It's an absolute pleasure. No, absolutely brilliant. So how you both been keeping? Did you have a good start to 2026?
Well, what I can remember of it, yes, after a long Christmas break.
Good for you.
Lovely, thanks.
Excellent. How about you, Ben?
Yeah, very good as well. I mean, I can't quite believe we're almost at the end of January already.
It's incredible.
2026 is flying by. But yeah, very nice. Thank you.
Excellent. Now, Peter, you're joining us from the UK, from your lovely abode,
Yes.
And Ben, you are somewhere else. You're somewhere pretty warm and exotic, aren't you? Tell us where you are right now.
Yeah, well, it's actually not that warm at the moment. That's another story. Yeah, so I'm in Saudi Arabia at the moment. I started a job out here back in August last year. So I'm out here working for a university. But yeah, not as warm as you might think. It's a sort of brisk sort of 13, 14 degrees and down to about 4 or 5 degrees in the evening. So,
no.
Yeah.
This is not T-shirt country, is it? Oh my goodness!
It's not T-shirt country. No, not at the moment. It will be in a couple of months. It'll warm up again. But no, at the moment it's pleasant. I'm not going to start complaining about the weather. It's certainly better than the UK.
Well, at least it's drier, probably. I suspect less rain. But
definitely. Yeah.
but 3 degrees at night. I mean, honestly. I mean, it was about 7 and 6 degrees in London overnight. So I think you should come back here. It's warmer in the UK right now.
I know. And you get a bit of variety. We complain, don't we, in the UK about the weather, but here it's blue sky again. Oh, it's not raining again. It gets a little bit boring, to be honest. So no, you're quite right, George. I'll be back in the summer. Not too long. Back in May.
We're looking forward to catching up. Now, tell us what you do in Saudi. You said you started a new job there. What kind of line of work are you in?
So as in education, I work I wear a number of different hats in my life, but what I'm doing here is basically teaching English. I've worked overseas previously. I used to work in Malaysia. And then, as I said last year, I decided to spread my wings again, get out of the UK for a little while. So I'm working here for a university. They've just actually gone into the top 100 globally. So they're ranked as the highest ranked university in the Middle East. So it's a really, really good time to join. And have had a really, really good time so far. I mean, it's one of the good things about this line of work is you see so many different cultures and meet so many different people. And it's been a really, really good experience so far.
Right. Well, you know what? Next time you're seated with your students, you need to say, hands up those of you who are Elton John fans. Because I'm sure there are some.
I'll try it.
You never know. You may be quite surprised at just how many there are, and how impressed they will be to know that your dear dad, was so closely involved really with the Elton John story. And that's something we want to obviously unfurl today and fly that flag, quite honestly.
Sure.
So let's talk about Alan in just a moment. But before we do, Peter, you knew Alan McCormick, and all the fans knew him as the guy who, before the internet was even invented, was already selling mail order products, merchandise, records, CDs, etc. of Elton John, and everything Elton John. He was very much an expert. He did posters, I think. He may have done T-shirts, but no doubt Ben will verify that. And it was called Elton Rap, wasn't it? Or Wrap It Up. Wrap It Up. Yeah, that was it. Wrap It Up, exactly. And that was his store, and it was international. He was everywhere. Peter, what are your memories of that, of Wrap It Up?
Well, I think the great thing about Alan and Wrap It Up was he joined together all the collectors around the world. You know, we were all a bit of a disparate group, I think, before then.
Yeah.
And of course, he started when collecting, it was a bit the early days of serious collecting.
Yeah.
And he joined everyone together. And also, of course, he sourced a lot of his material from the collectors who'd found it over the years. So when I first got to know Alan, God knows how many years ago, you know, it was a bit of fresh air, really, because, you know, he had such a great wealth of knowledge about Elton, and we could share things. And I mean, Alan was just a lovely chap, you know. You just immediately felt, you know, connected, and we had many lovely times together and long conversations on the phone. You couldn't have a 10-minute conversation with Alan on the phone. It would be, and my wife Jo would come in and say, still on the phone to Alan, because we just shared so many lovely stories and interests. So yeah, a lovely man, and obviously very, very much missed now. And I think it's a real shame that he hasn't seen things like the Jewel Box come out and all those demos, because to be honest, a lot of the work that he did and I did with him, I think triggered these releases to be done, to be honest. I know Rocket would probably say that, but we got them out there, you know, people talking about them, and we did podcast, we just discussed things. And I think that sort of stimulated the interest in those early demos. And we were both very interested in the very early stuff, you know, the late 60s, early 70s. So I think all of those things sort of have benefited collectors all around the world. And I think it stimulated the whole industry, really, of re-releases, to be honest.
You want more from Radio Elton John? You were listening to a preview. You can get the full episode, plus all episodes since 2022, with a REJ Platinum channel subscription. It costs just $5 for a full year. Plus, you get new episodes faster. Sign up at REJ.World or buy from the REJ app. Remember, REJ Silver Channel has only the last 12 months of ENCORE totally free.